All right, joining us now via Skype to discuss the results from New Hampshire is Kristen Day, Executive Director of Democrats for Life. Kristen, welcome back to the show.
Well, thank you for having me on today.
Absolutely. Well, Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders came out on top last night. How was he able to pull out a win, and do you think he's now considered the front runner?
I think it's still too early to tell. There are so many factors up in the air and things changing. I mean, we just saw Amy Klobuchar go from 5th to 3rd. So I think there's really, South Carolina is going to be a big indicator of where the campaigns are going, I think.
Well, over the weekend, Sanders said that being in favor of abortion is an absolute essential part of being a Democrat. What are your thoughts on that comment?
I think it's a little ironic coming from someone who isn't even a Democrat. He's an independent. And so the fact that he's running in the Democratic primary is fine, but it doesn't give him the right to say who does or doesn't belong. I've been a Democrat longer than he has, so I think I have a better say of who and who shouldn't belong, and I think pro-life Democrats belong in the party.
Minnesota Senator Amy Klobuchar seemed to reach out a little to pro-lifers earlier this week, saying that Democrats need to have a big tent. How do her comments play with voters?
It's good. It's good that somebody is reaching out and saying, reaching a hand out and saying, hey, I want the vote of pro-life Democrats. We are a big tent. But again, we're cautiously optimistic of what she really means, because steps have to be taken. You can't just say we think that pro-life Democrats belong to the party and then continue to apply a litmus test toward anybody who wants to run as a pro-life Democrat. Well, so there has to be more of a conversation.
Yeah, I apologize for that. On the Republican side, President Trump amassed more votes in the New Hampshire primary than any incumbent president in history. Do you think that Democrats should be worried about this?
Yeah, I think Democrats should be really worried about it, especially when, the top two vote getters in the last two primaries have been closing down the big tent and pushing voters out of the party. So yes, there should be a lot of concern about that. Instead, they talk about trying to get more voters to come in and building this coalition out of one side of their mouth. On the other side of their mouth, they're saying that pro-life Democrats shouldn't be in the party and we don't want your vote. So I think there's very big concern for Democrats.
Well, Kristen, New Hampshire's in the rearview mirror right now, and now we're looking forward to Nevada. Can we talk a little bit about that?
Sure. So we have been going to all the Democratic campaign debates, and we've been carrying our pro-life for the whole life banner and talking to people on the ground. And one thing, and we'll be in Nevada as well, but one thing we noticed is that a majority of Democratic voters do not support the extreme position that some of the frontrunners hold. A majority of Democrats want more moderate language on abortion. A majority of Democrats don't support abortion after 12 weeks. So what we're saying, and when we're talking to people on the ground, we're educating people on where the party has taken this extreme position, and we need people to moderate. And so we're looking forward to being in Nevada and really trying to educate voters on the ground of where the party stands and continuing to push this issue. And we'll be in South Carolina too. And again, I said South Carolina is going to be the real telltale signs of where the party's going, where the candidates are going, and where we're going to be as a party.
Well, Kristen, thanks so much for your insight. We appreciate it.
Oh, thank you so much.
That's Kristen Day, Executive Director for Democrats for Life. Thanks again.